This is a law enforcement warning from the Boston Police Department that is effective immediately and active in the following areas: Boston, Massachusetts. Yesterday, 70 missing people reports were filed specifically in downtown Boston. CCTV footage reveals the people in question went outside and wandered into the Boston Common Public Park. A search and rescue team has been dispatched. For now, venturing into the Boston Common Public Park is illegal because of the strange disappearances. Violating this law will risk your safety and fetch you 5 years in jail and up to a $100,000 fine. There seems to be no connection between the missing people. Please refer to your local news station for specific demographics, names, and statistics. There is no particular age range, appearance relation, bloodline relation, etc., with the victims involved. While in Boston, please avoid going near the Boston Common Public Park. If police spot you entering the park, you will immediately be restrained. If you are a family member or loved one of these missing persons, rest assured. The Boston Police Department is doing all it can to locate the missing and to find a reason behind this string of disappearances. Further information cannot be shared at this time. Thank you for your cooperation. The town of Rowe has seen 107 different people disappear over the course of the last 12 hours, similarly to the situation in Boston. This is no tiny deal. The Massachusetts Police Department is looking into possible evidence of foul play. The missing people reportedly all acted strange, they were disoriented and did not speak. They were acting aggressive and had bloodshot eyes. Unlike Boston, however, police are puzzled as to where these people went, and if you are to spot anyone who is unresponsive, acts aggressive, and has bloodshot eyes, call 911 immediately. The situation could be similar to that in Boston, where missing people were reportedly acting feral and rabid. Regardless of the situation, locals have been reporting sounds of loved ones coming from the distance. In some instances, these voices are begging for help and let out loud wailing noises. Regardless of your connection to the person, if you hear any sort of wailing, do not respond. Regardless of whether you think the wailing comes from a real person, do not respond. Regardless of your sympathy to their plight, do not respond. They may be begging for help. They may be claiming they are in danger. Do not respond. Do not respond. Do.
This is a contagious disease warning brought to you by the state of Massachusetts. In Boston Common, a group of several dozen officers tracked down a group of the missing people and captured them. The status of the officers is unknown, and the events leading up to the death of the missing people have not been provided, but the CDC has received samples of the missing people's corpses and have collectively agreed that the missing person was the carrier of a flu mutation. Although its genetic structure is relatively similar to flu, symptoms displayed by patients make it evident that this is a dangerous plague that trumps flu in every way possible. Observation of one of the rabid, aggressive missing people, for example, has shown they have no pulse. They act extremely aggressively towards humans and attempt to spread the infection through scratching or biting. Reports in Boston are piling up about these rabid missing people exiting the Boston Common and attacking nearby pedestrians. Please stay indoors and refrain from exiting your homes. Law enforcement is taking care of the situation. This cable system is broadcasting a shelter-in-place warning from the state of Massachusetts. On September 27, 2003, 2 days prior to this announcement, we declared that the newly found supposed flu mutation was a dangerous, contagious virus. Our fears have been confirmed. Not only has the CDC confirmed this disease is a mutation of rather than flu, rabies, but hundreds of people have spilled out on the streets aggressively in downtown Boston starting just 4 hours ago. They are thought to be infected with the unnamed plague. They are acting rabid and cannibalistic and are letting out low squeaking and croaking sounds. Because of this, we think this disease is much more dangerous than we had originally thought it was. The virus spreads quickly through contact with bodily fluid. The infected bite into a victim's flesh before inserting their blood inside. In most cases, the infected will cannibalize their victims immediately afterwards. The infection sets in quickly. After only around 5 seconds, you will lose all sense of pain and will feel a strong sense of euphoria. Less than an hour later, you will immediately feel the initial symptoms of trying to find a dense forest. The reasoning for this is unknown. In around 3 to 4 days, your body will be ready to act as an infectious vessel to spread the disease. If you spot any of your family members acting aggressively and they have bloodshot eyes, attempt to quarantine them safely. Do not make contact with them. Do not act violently. Thank you for your cooperation. May God